Analysis.
Hello and welcome. On today's analysis, I'll be talking about a Bible prophecy. Very often when people think of prophecies, they think of Nostradamus and Baba Vanga, and they think of psychics around the world, and they think of various predictions. But did you know the Bible has many prophecies, and it does appear to be very accurate? So I'm going to give you an example today of a Bible prophecy, and I'll show you why I think it's very accurate. Today I'll bring you a prophecy from the book of Daniel concerning King Nebuchadnezzar and the statue in his dream, and I'll give you my interpretation of the prophecy, and I'll encourage you to read the book of Daniel and make your own mind up as well about the prophecy. King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon had this dream of a giant statue. The statue had a head made of gold, it had arms and a chest made of silver, it had a stomach and thighs made of bronze, and it had legs made of iron, and it had feet made of clay mixed with iron. And in that dream a stone was thrown at the feet of the statue and destroyed it. Daniel interpreted the dream as different kingdoms represented by different metals in the statue that would rule over Babylon. Now, at the time of the writing of the book of Daniel, the kingdoms had not emerged, so no one knows what they represent. Only the head existed as Babylon. I'll give you my interpretation of the prophecy, and I'll encourage you not to take it as facts, but to make your own mind up. So I'd encourage you to read the book of Daniel yourself. One thing is certain, and that is the gold head in the statue is Babylon, because Daniel said it was, and he was the one with the gift. I believe that the arms and the chest in the statue, the silver arms and the silver chest, is the Persian Empire, because Cyrus invaded the east and the west, and so the Persian Empire grew eastwards and westwards. So the Medo kingdoms became one of the arms, and the east as well became the other arm. I think that the belly and thighs of the statue is the Greek Seleucid Empire, because they often use bronze shields in their weaponry arsenal, and the empire tried to fragment into two for a short time, and you have two thighs in the statue on each side. I think it was the Parthian kingdom it was called. It fragmented very briefly into the Parthian kingdom and Seleucid on one side, a Macedonian type kingdom on the west side. But that was short-lived. I think it was about 20-30 years, and then before the Romans came. I think the legs on the statue represent Rome, because there's two legs and they're made of iron, and Rome fragmented into two empires, Byzantine and Rome in the west. So Byzantine in the east and Rome in the west. And their weapons were often made of iron, and if forged the right way, iron is the strongest of the weapons, and it will easily break the other metals. I believe that the feet on the statue represent today's world, in modern world, modern society and technology, and they represent Europe and the Middle East, because they are descended from the legs, which are Rome, and the Byzantine leg ruled over the Middle East, and the Western Roman Empire ruled over Western Europe. The feet are made of clay mixed with iron, and this is depicting composite materials that we often use. So we would use clays to make bricks and to make concrete, and the silicon-rich clays to make glass, and we would reinforce our buildings with steel struts, which is iron. So we have a society that uses composite materials. So I think the feet is today's society. Also, today's society is very fragmented, very much like the feet are. It's made of many parts. So our society is broken up into many languages and many kingdoms, many people. And there's many toes on the feet. As you can see, there's 10 toes. I'd like to remind everyone watching this video, please do not take my own interpretation as a fact. I encourage you to go into the book of Daniel and read for yourself and make your own mind up and try and gather your own findings. The next part of the prophecy is absolutely terrifying and it's very grim, and I'll show you. It says, "You observed this until a stone was cut, but not by hands, and it smashed the statue's feet of iron and clay and shattered them. But the stone that smashed the statue became a mighty mountain, and it filled the entire earth." Now, when I read this, I believe I was seeing an account of a space rock smashing into the feet. The reason I came to this conclusion was because Europe is a very big area and so is the Middle East, and it's not a nuke because it's not made by hands, it's an object, and it also creates a mountain when it falls. When meteorites strike the earth, they kick up large amounts of stone that has more mass than the actual original rock that hit the ground. The question is, where are the feet located in this prophecy? The feet would have to be where Byzantine meets Western Roman Empire, so the point where those two Roman empires split apart. I think that the feet of the statue in the dream will be where the Byzantine Empire meets the Western Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire is in purple and the Western Roman Empire is in red. Western Rome and Byzantine meet at modern day Greece. So I think the balls of the statue would be above the borderline of Greece, and I think that's where the rock would strike. That's where the feet are. The feet of the statue are at the location where Rome splits in two. Byzantine to the right and Rome to the left. A meteor the size of a small hill will smash into modern day Greece and completely destroy Europe and the Middle East, and kick up a cloud of rock the size of a mountain, which will then destroy the rest of the world's civilizations. It won't destroy the world, it will only destroy the civilizations on the world and pave the way for a new civilization from God. I would like to remind you again, please do not take my interpretation as a fact. I could be very wrong. I would like you to read the book yourself and make your own mind up about what it says. But thank you for watching, and until next time, I say goodbye.